Hey guys, shirts have been ordered. I should have something in the next few weeks. If you're interested, shoot me a message here, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Just let me know. Thanks. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. Just wanted to talk about some of the upgrades and changes we're making here. One in particular regarding the oiling system. Also wanted to take a minute to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. And I'm just out here in the garage looking at how I'm going to put some of this stuff together. So let's take a look. So as you know, we had that thrust bearing issue, which I believe was due to a few different things. One is that when I would throw the chutes, oil would run to the front of the pan, dry the sump out, and you know, I had 4 psi of oil pressure in the shutdown for a few seconds, and that happened a couple times. After that, I put an accumulator on it, which that kept oil pressure to around 15 or so, which is still no good. And honestly, I think that's what, that along with the inertia of the drive line and everything pushing forward on the crank and just everything in general, during shutdown is what led to the thrust bearing failure, as converter charge pressure and all that stuff looked good. So Mike's got the motor. He is putting a roller thrust in it, which is probably overkill, but let's do it while he's got it. But yeah, everything we're doing here is to try and aid in not having that happen again. And so the Peterson external oil pump, I think, is going to be a huge help to that, for a couple reasons. One, we've got 2 stages. One, you know, obviously is for the motor, which should supply more oil pressure than the stock style pump did. I was running a 103.55, which was over 90 to 100 psi depending on temperature when I started the pass, but as you'd get up there in the RPM, it would start to drop down to 50 or so. And while that's probably okay, I'd rather have more. You know, you should have more in that instance. As the RPM goes up, oil pressure should go with it, and that should fix that. One of the other things is I wasn't able to shut the car off after the stripe, and part of that's because of the way I had my electric scavenge pump wired up. Basically, if I shut the car down, the scavenge pump would stop. So all the oil would back up in the turbo, and the next time you'd start the car, it would just blow through the seal and be burning out the exhaust. And, you know, you run the risk of ruining the seal, and, you know, none of that's good. So one thing about having it on a second stage here, the scavenge that is it will run even when I shut the car off. So that should help with bringing RPM down as soon as you cross the stripe and throw the chutes and everything. But this will keep running to help the turbo going and everything else. So I think those things right there will be a big help. One of the other things here is how we're going to put it all together. The fuel pump is going to run off the back of this. It's got a 3/8 hex, I believe that is. I forget exactly, but the fuel pump will slide into the back of that, and we've got some adapters and pieces here that make it work. And part of these adapters and stuff, I've been dealing with Robert from AEI Engineering for a lot of years, and he has been awesome with setting me up with my fuel system stuff. So any bracketry, anything you need, this guy's got, you know, basically everything to make something work. Whether it's an alternator, you need a motor mount plate or something, he has a ton of different things, and he's awesome to deal with. So this will be the bracketry that bolts to the motor. This here will bolt to this, and then that allows me some tensioner stuff for my belt and pulley system. That's his belt drive system there. And as you can see throughout the years, you know, I've had a cable drive all the way in the back. I've moved it up to the front. I went from a small cable to a big cable, put the pump up front on the motor, got rid of all that. So I've worked with him quite a bit, and it's always been a good experience. So this is going to be kind of a short one. I just kind of wanted to update you on a few things because it's been a minute. Car's sitting here waiting, ready to go. I did make a gear change. That's really about it. Didn't do a whole lot else. As soon as we get the motor back, we'll be getting ready for a Cadillac race in October. That's going to be at Dragway 42. Cal Hartline putting on Cadillac Attack. It's basically the biggest Cadillac race there is. Typically they do it in Florida in February, which I can almost never make. And not only that, it's a long way for me to go, being in, you know, Chicagoland area up here in the Midwest. So being that it's coming out this way, I really want to get out there and show everyone this car is the fastest. I mean, we've got the time slip, but to do it in competition is a whole nother story. So can't wait to do that and get back out there and go fast. So all right, well guys, enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day to everyone, and hopefully we'll have some updates for you soon.